What's up, YouTube? My name is Nate the Great, and today I begin a journey. Over the next year, I strive for greatness, and I want you to come along with me. I want to show the world what it's like for a small 160-pound weakling to build a strong physique. And it starts with a chest day, everybody's favorite. I like to start my workouts with a compound movement. Today, obviously, on the flat bench press. We warmed up with a 45-pound Olympic bar for a set of 20, I think. Then moved up, added 50 pounds, and did a set of 15. Get the muscles firing, get the blood pumping. Then moved into the first set. Today, the goal was to hit my 1 rep max, which is on a normal day 185. So my first working set was a set of 5 with 135. Nothing too fancy. Just to, work with some heavier weight, for me at least, without overexerting myself. And then we went up to 165 for a slightly rough set of 3. And as you saw right there, that was my 1 rep max, 185. We grinded that out. It was a bit of a grinder. And as you see right here, I threw on 10 more pounds just to see how it felt at 195. And as you can see, I failed that rep before it even got to the bottom. But it's all right. We learn from failure, we grow. After my failed set at 195, we moved down to 145 for 4 sets of 6. And 6 reps is one of my favorite rep ranges to work with because it allows you to work with some heavier weight without completely draining your body. And 145 is a kind of a comfortable weight for me to work with. So that's what we were doing with today. One last set. This one was pretty rough towards the end. Obviously because I've been doing a lot of benching at this point. So the muscle gets tired, pec major. But moving on after flat bench, we went into some incline dumbbell pressing. Started off with real lightweight 30-pound dumbbells for a set of 15. Just to get the pec minor a little bit warmed up. And as you can see, the gym I go to has some good old-fashioned straight-up iron dumbbells. And these 50-pound ones here that I worked in with my next set, they're in a bit of rough shape. They're pretty beat up. For 50s, I went for a set of 8. Ended up getting 2 more out of the set, so I did 10 in total. And then dropped back down to 40 pounds for, I believe, a set of either 12 or 15. I don't remember off the top of my head. But when it comes to incline pressing, I like messing around with the weights that I use and the reps. This week I was focusing on a lot of volume for my for incline, and after the set of 40 pounds, we moved back down again to 35 for another set of either 12 or 15. And towards the end, it got a little bit difficult. You see I struggled just a little bit right there. I need to take a quick breather. The last few reps are a bit grindy, but we made it through. And one of my beliefs about any compound movement like bench press is that aside from working the chest, you also have to focus on some of the smaller muscles that work in tandem with the chest. And one of my favorite things to do on chest day is a superset of side and front delt raises. Here I'm just doing 12-pound dumbbells for a set of 15. And I started incorporating side lateral raises as well, just because the overall development of the shoulder is pretty vital when it comes to benching. So getting as much muscular development in the shoulders as possible is, in my opinion, pretty important for building strength. You gotta have that solid foundation. And I will say that I didn't record all of my sets just because 15 reps is a bit long, and I don't have enough to talk about in that amount of time. But here we go into a set of 8 reps at 90 pounds for tricep extensions. You see my sweet right tricep, and you can probably see that my left tricep is less impressive, and that's one of the things in terms of symmetry in my muscle that I lack on my left arm as a whole. Really is my right arm is bigger than my left and a little bit more developed, a little bit stronger. I did 3 sets, dropping down 10 pounds each time for tricep extensions. I did a set of 10 at 80 pounds and then a set of 12 at 70. And then we moved into this finishing movement, which is a superset of 20-pound dumbbell incline flies, supersetted with some close grip incline dumbbell pressing. And this, personally, it kills me, especially at the end of a chest session, because you're working the outside of your pectorals along with the superset with the pressing. Really works that upper chest and just completely kills any amount of energy you had left in the triceps. And at the end of every workout, I work in calves, biceps, and abs, just because my calves, my abs, and my biceps are things that I need a lot of work on. My calves are very small. My biceps are small in proportion to my triceps, and I'm a firm believer in doing abdominal work every day of the week. Personally, it's a muscle group that has a very short recovery time, and so working it every day is plausible and very beneficial. One thing I vary in my workouts, though, is what bicep movement I do at the end of the workout. And today we're using 40-pound dumbbells to do some not great form hammer curls. Did 3 sets of 8 with that, alternating between the calf extensions. And at the very end of the workout, I have a ab circuit that I always do, starting with weighted planks. That's a 35-pound plate. You see that I look off to the side there a couple of times. There was an NBA game on in the background, and I was checking the score. Planking is honestly the one of the most underrated ab movements, just because it engages every part of your core, your obliques, your abdominals, your abdominal wall underneath of that. It works the whole way around, and I feel that that's really beneficial. The next step in my ab circuit is I believe these are called dragonflies. I'm not sure if I'm doing them correctly, but it doesn't really matter. the important part to me is the working those lower abdominal muscles. Just because on my body personally, those are that's the part of my abdominal chain that is the least developed. And finally, with the ab circuit, I end with Russian twists, a quick set of 24 in total, so 12 per side. And that's the end of the video, guys. So check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Nate the Great Harmon, and I will see you all in the next video.